Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Good morning. I've relocated my thingy. Hang on a minute. I got disconnected. On the line. Okay, I'm back. Oh. The oxygen folks, when they came and gave me a new line, they gave me 10 foot short. So if I walk around the other side of my bed, I sometimes get disconnected. Undo that. Okay. I could roll this up here so I can read, and then when we do our stretches, I can roll on back. Yes. Good morning, Jeanette. Good morning, Tiger. Good morning, Scotty. It's so good to see you all this morning. And oops, I forgot to mute myself. Well, not myself, but YouTube. There we go. All done. So hopefully, I'm not sure. Well, I'll be able to move a little bit further back. And I think you'll be able to see my feet a bit more from this time. No, not yet, Jeanette. I just kind of brushed it back and scooped it behind my ears. I'm trying to get used to the short hair again. So, of course, you know, this won't be that long. I mean, it'll be short. Kind of like, yeah, and it'll be a bit shorter on top here too. So, but, yeah, you'll know when I've cut it. You'll know when I've cut it. I probably won't be doing it in the morning. Good morning, Maniac Grammy. Extra workout today. You're looking, you have lots on your plate. And you've got your live stream at 11. Now, Maniac Grammy. People want to know, because there are people in the UK here, is that Central, Eastern, or Pacific time? And she's heading in the shower as she speaks. Oh, you know, oh, with speakers on, you've got speakers on. Oh, wow. It's Eastern time, so 11 p.m. Eastern time. No, 11 a.m., not 11 p.m. Oh, my goodness. I'm having you a plate. Okay, so 11 a.m. this morning. Maniac Grammy is having a live stream from her kitchen. Yes. So it's 11 a.m. Eastern. And if I'm correct, that's 5 hours behind the UK. Okay, Jeanette says that's 4 p.m. in the UK. Okay, Scott. Oh. Okay, Tiger, good morning. All the way from Malaya. It's so good to see you. Okay, and Tiger is feeling awesome today because he got his salary. Yes, that's always a good feeling. You get your salary. The only thing he dislikes over there is that people get paid at the end of the month. Oh, not at the beginning of the month. Well, actually, monthly is the thing, I think it is. And he says, I heard that some people, in some countries, they get paid twice a week. No, that will be twice a month. They get paid once every 2 weeks. And in some places, they get paid once a week. Jeanette's hubby gets paid monthly. She's in the UK. Scotty is also in the UK. See, when I was over in the UK, it was so it still had. I mean, the majority of people got paid once a week, which made it a lot easier actually to work out your finances. So I would imagine it's still kind of the same. So there's once every 2 weeks and once a month over in the UK. I guess it depends on which the company that you work for. So Scotty gets paid 2 days before Jeanette's husband does. And Jeanette's saying, well, I know where to come for a loan then, till the 17th. That's so funny. Oh, that is so funny. So, this morning, there is something, of course we know your sense of humour, Jeanette. I do anyway. There is something that I want to touch on this morning. You know these old-fashioned heating pads? Really old-fashioned heating pads where they don't switch off. You have to switch it off. The new ones today have like a regulator in the switch here, which switches them off after a certain length of time. Well, these old ones didn't. They would stay on until you actually switched it off. Well, I woke up cold the other morning and couldn't figure out why. Because this was plugged in and the light was still on, indicating it was switched on. Well, I was lucky that my bed didn't set on fire. I don't know if you can all see that. That's one side. And especially with the fact that I use oxygen. And this is actually stuck to the heating pad. So I'm really, really very lucky. And this is why these old heating pads are not safe. Look. See, burnt right the way through. Hey, so if you have an old heating pad, be very, very careful. If you're using them laying down in bed when you're about to fall asleep, make sure you switch them off. Says me, who falls asleep anyway. I think that's because of my cat. My cat has very sharp claws and literally kind of does this on the bed, and I think he broke one of the wires and it shorted out. So, but that's not just a small short. I mean, that actually was burning. It was smouldering. So I was very, very lucky. Had that gone up, because I wear oxygen, because I'm using oxygen, had that been anywhere near my face, when it went up, I could have been in hospital with severe burns. Okay. Milady, good morning. She said she's off to hospital soon for her lung function test and a checkup. Well, Milady, I hope you are over that cold. I hope you are completely over that cold that you had. Because it's a silly time for them to do a lung function test. If you have any, a virus or an infection, it's the wrong time to do it. But I wish you all the best, honey, and let me know as soon as you get the results. I'll be interested to hear what they have to say, if it's anything different from what they've told you in the previously. But that's definitely not the best time to have a lung function test. I've heard of people having it done and being diagnosed, with certain conditions, only to find out that's not really what the condition was. It was just the fact that they were dealing with a virus or an infection, a viral infection or bacterial infection. So, if you ever can, try and change the date. If you have any kind of infection, try and change the date of your test. Yes. And Milady says she does feel like she should cancel. The only problem is Milady is over in Canada. Milady is over in the UK, and in the UK it can take months to get a new appointment. Maybe call them, Milady, and see what they have to say. Call them and mention it to them that you're still have a bit of a cold, and it's affecting your breathing. Because really, it's silly having a test done when your breathing's skewed because of a viral or a bacterial infection. I've just said that 3 times already. And especially with the condition that you have, Milady, it just doesn't seem to make sense. I would definitely give them a call, because hopefully there's somebody there that... Yep, she says it's so true. To change the appointment, you have to wait a couple of months. My good morning, Sam. It's so good to see you, honey. And I'm going to say good morning, Quincy, because he's often out there. He doesn't chat, because sometimes he's at work. Well, most times he's at work. She says, Sam says it's good, it's lunchtime. Well, good for you, Jeanette. Oh, God. I'm at it again. It's because I was disconnected from earlier. That is so true, Jeanette. It's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. And it can be quite a dilemma when you're having a breathing test done. You have prior conditions and you have a cold on top of that. And you need to change. Hopefully, Milady, there's somebody there that can have some It's not a coat, honey. It's my they call it a bathrobe over here. It's my dressing gown. It's my dressing gown. It's a lighter weight one. It has a zip all the way up down. It's got a real long zip. How many people here, my husband thinks I'm nuts, how many people here, when they have an article of clothing that's no good to be handed on anywhere, how many of you take the zips? How many of you take the zips or the buttons off them? Because I know I do. Milady says she's talking to us all in the shower. She said no peeping. Okay, everybody turn your backs now. Come on, be good. That is so funny. Isn't it amazing now with new technology and the waterproof stuff, the waterproof foams? Oh, Morrison's. Oh my gosh, I miss Morrison's. I used to love shopping at Morrison's. Yeah, any article of clothing that's not good enough to hand on to anybody else. So it's either going to get cut up to be repurposed for something else, or it's going to get thrown in the trash. I take the buttons and the zips off. And I used to have a good stash of buttons and zips, so if I needed to change the buttons around on anything, I would, have more buttons, or if I needed to put a new zip in something, I had a load of zips to go through to replace the zips. Of course, I don't anymore because they got stolen, so I have to start all over again. £100. And, oh gosh, it is so expensive anymore going to the supermarket. It doesn't matter where you are. You go to the supermarket and they ring it up and they tell you it's 100 or 200 pounds or dollars, and you're looking at your back and it's like, what the heck did I just buy? Oh, Sam says she keeps the spare buttons that come on new clothes. Yeah. Well, it's all part of repurposing and recycling. Save those buttons. My grandma used to have us, we'd string, if we took buttons off a shirt, we would then string all those buttons on a piece of thread and tie it. Yep, Tiger. It's really a good thing to do. I know many people don't repair clothing anymore or don't sew anymore, but I mean it's even a good thing if you sew. If you like to make things, then at least you have, that cuts down on some of your cost. Sam said she only stopped because she couldn't fit anymore in the trolley. She stopped shopping because she couldn't fit anymore in the trolley. But she only had a small one, right? And Scotty says he just gets rid of the stuff. Just throws it out. So does, oh, you are all bad. You are all bad. Yeah, never cross your, well, it won't cross your mind, to take the buttons or the zips off. If it's not something that's taught, or if it's not something that, if you don't sew, it's not really something that people think about. I mean, even people that are really recycle, very conscious about recycling. Even people that are very conscious about recycling and repurposing often don't think about taking the zippers and the buttons off. And Sam's sitting there embroidering. Oh, you know what? I miss embroidering. But my hands go numb. And there's many, oh my gosh, I can't tell you. Since about, I would say 16 years old, I tend to rust the nails. I tend to rust the needles. And it's not like I use products on my hands. And if I do, the only product I use is oat made of oatmeal. It's oatmeal based. It's a natural product. Jeanette says when she goes shopping, she goes for a few bits and ends up spending a lot more than she just was going to. Phew! I'm at it again this morning. That's because I was toddling around without my oxygen. Does knitting make my hands numb? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I have severe problems in my neck. I have a spur that's compressing my spinal cord. So, and it's right around, it's the area that affects the arms and, the lower part of the body. Sam says she loom knits and it hurts her hands less because she has carpal tunnel in both hands. I might try that, Sam. I have some wood. I'm sure I could make a loom. Probably not. Probably not. I don't get half the things. I don't get a fraction of the things that I want to do done. And I get upset with myself. Oh, Scotty, you have a knitting machine? Ooh. And Sam says they are cheap enough to buy. Okay. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. Doesn't mean to say I'll do it. I'll just look into it. And Jeanette has there are so many people that have carpal tunnel in their hands, as well as arthritis. Scotty, you have your grandma's knitting machine? Wow. I bet that's nice. They don't make them like they used to, that's for sure. Okay, we are not going to do it's 25 after. We're not going to do what we did yesterday. Oh, we got talking so much yesterday. Whole hour went by when I nearly didn't get nothing done. Oh, maybe I should save this for after. I was going to say, does anybody do anything with, when you get cauliflower, and it has the bottom end of the stems, or it has the leaves around it still. Does anybody do anything with those leaves that they cut off the cauliflower? Sam says they are saying that surgery will fix her hands. And she's not letting the British surgeon fix them. I don't blame you, honey. Not that there's anything wrong with British surgeons, because there are some very good ones out there, but they're not as good as they could be. Tiger says it had a problem with makeup because they all look beautiful. Honey said he put on excessively. Now It's putting on a budget and buying what you know, okay, that's a good idea. Only buy what you know you will use. And I'm saying that because now this actually ended up like this because of the people breaking into our house, and I was trying to stop them from stealing stuff, but I was rather shocked. Now, most of my makeup and stuff has been stolen. Oops. I'm going to show you guys something. See, oh, see this? It's full of beauty products that never got used. There's lipsticks, mascara, and they're all dried up now. I've yet to go, well, they're not all completely dry, they're not all dried up, but majority of them that I gave a quick test to are dried up. And they're just, so, yeah, it's a good idea. Just buy what you know you're going to use. And stick with what you know works, because there's a lot of stuff in there that I had bought because I thought it might work. It sounded good, you know. I saw the ads, I did some read up on it. Sounded good, but then when I got it home and started using it, it didn't work at all. Well, you know, some of the mascaras that are supposed to be waterproof, you know, black hole down my face and all that kind of stuff. So, really be careful. But, yeah. No, that is so true. That is so true. Tiger, don't believe the salesperson anymore. That is so true. Yeah, you used to buy excessively. Yep, exactly. That's just a presto right there. And that, it's a waste. It's such a waste of money. I mean, I would not do that now. I mean, I would just go buy what I know. If I was going to start wearing makeup again, I would just buy. That's if they still have it around. I would buy what I know that I can use and what was okay for my skin. Okay, so the leaves around cauliflower. Sam says she puts them in the pan with the cauliflower and eat them. Good girl. Because a lot of people actually throw that out. And also the cauliflower stalk, after you've cut all your florets off. What do you do with that? I'm going to be doing a video today. I have videos, I can't edit them because of my laptop. It's just dry. Oh my god. Oh, I must send an email to somebody today too. That might be able to help me. Jeanette says she had one hand done by surgery to free up the carpal tunnel, and she won't have the other one done because it really didn't solve anything. My older sister had the same problem. Yeah, and in the UK they said it'll be a 60% fix, and in the United States they say an 85% fix. You must follow up with, you know, exercises, therapy afterwards. You really must. Yes, Tiger, you can cook the cauliflower leaves. There is absolutely nothing wrong with them. Or the other thing that you can do is dehydrate them and use them as like a powder, a greens powder that you can add to soups or smoothies or anything like that. Oh, we can open our eyes now. Milady's getting out of the shower. And you are most welcome, Milady. You are most welcome. We will all turn back round again. And Tiger says, do you feel fresh? She's always fresh. Yes, Sam is a cabinet maker and she loves gardening, so she's got to be able to use her hands. She can't let them get messed up. Yep, you can cook those leaves, the cauliflower leaves and the stems, in so many different ways. You can do so many different things with them. It's just like using other greens. And Jeanette is saying, in all honesty, that she would not have gone ahead with the surgery had she known she would be out of action for weeks after. Oh my gosh, she got an infection in the wound. Oh my. And she said that her hands are still as bad. Her hand is still as bad as it was before. Well, that's just the problem with the carpal tunnel. Some people. Yep, I have dried up mascara, Tiger. It's awful. Dried up mascara and lipstick that's. Tried to put lipstick on the lipstick onto, and it's like, oh, yep, it's dry. It's not good. Yep, you can trick the kids into eating veggies by dehydrating the veggies and putting them in smoothies, putting the powder, but grinding it down into powder, and then you can put it into smoothies. They don't know they're having veggies. I love it when everybody jokes to get towards each other. Sam says, I peeked and I won't tell about that cute tattoo. Oops. Oh, that's funny. And Jeanette says, what did I miss? I only just opened my eyes. Yeah, Tiger is saying that surprisingly, as a kid, she really loved veggies. And that she was the only one that never really liked. The only one was... No, okay. Okay, the only one I never really liked was cucumber, but was still eating it because of the water content. Yes. Most of my friends dislike veggies. That is so strange. My sister, we were raised on veggies. My older sister, when she was younger, would not touch them at all. I mean, she spent hours sat at the kitchen table, and if she didn't eat them for lunch, she would get them for dinner. And if she didn't eat them at dinner time, she would get them the next day in a soup or something like that. And now, I mean, she surprised me with the things that she's been cooking with cauliflower and a whole head of cauliflower, and she makes a white sauce to go over it. I'm looking at her. This is when I went back to the UK, 31 years ago. She's there prepping this meal, and she's making up this, and I'm looking at her, I'm saying, you're eating vegetables now? She said, oh yeah. It's amazing how our tastes change as we get older. Yeah. Jeanette's missed Milady saying that we could open our eyes. That's because you had your eyes closed and you couldn't see when she said it. And so Scotty says that he can't get enough celery. Celery is very good. It's a diuretic. It's good for your kidneys. The only thing is, don't put salt in it. Don't dip it in salt. Because, I mean, that I don't know about over here. I haven't seen anybody do it over here, but in the UK, that was one of the things. You would have a pile of salt and you would have your celery sticks and you'd dip your celery, the end of the celery into your salt and chew on it. But it's not a good diuretic. It's not good that way. Okay. And Scotty says that he dips it in peanut butter. Well, that's okay. That's good. That's protein, baby. That's protein. And peanut butter is actually good for keeping your blood sugar level. Because it takes a while for it to... It breaks down slowly and evenly. And Sam says she always loved her fruit and veg. A good one, Sam. Jeanette says, I used to like veg as a kid, but the arguments that her and her mother had, because she refused to eat Brussels sprouts. Now, you can, drown Brussels sprouts with gravy, with brown gravy, or a meat gravy. Yes, Brussels sprouts do better when they've had a freeze, a natural freeze outside in winter. And it's so true, Sam. Prior to that, they're a bit bitter. Yes, Tiger, there is always that one veggie. Okay. Scotty likes celery cut up and mixed with tuna, mayonnaise, boiled eggs, all mixed together. Do you realize that mayonnaise is eggs, Scotty? It's eggs and oil. Ew. Yeah, me too, Jeanette. Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying that the mayonnaise makes your stomach turn. No. Jeanette says that Brussels sprouts makes her stomach turn. I'm trying, Sam. I'm rushing. Okay, Sam says mashed potatoes, gravy, and Brussels sprouts mashed together is good. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Sam. And that is a good way to eat it. Mayo's not good for you, Sam. It depends on where you're using it. As a cream on your face or your hair, yes. But I don't know about eating it. And Scotty says sometimes he uses salad cream, which, I don't know how salad cream is made. I would have to look into that. But I would suspect it's very similar to mayonnaise. I can't eat either of it. I can't eat mayonnaise and I can't eat salad cream. Okay. And then the next day she mixes in some leek and has bubble and squeak. Oh, I love bubble and squeak. Jeanette does not have a strong constitution, so gas gives her wind. She gets a bit windy. And then it takes days for it to get out of her system. Oh my gosh, she's walking along tooting. All right, Tiger, I'm sorry we didn't get the exercise done this morning just yet. Well, we're doing the, we're going to be starting doing them while you're leaving. I should have done that. Tomorrow I shall do the exercises within the first 10 minutes. And then again. You take care, honey, and you have a wonderful day. Actually, Tiger, you'll be going to bed now. You're in Malaya. So, sweet dreams, honey. Yeah, I know salad cream's got vinegar in it. I mean, that you can smell that. Bubble and squeak sausage, baked beans, and fried egg. Yep. Scotty says, no wonder the UK has so much wind. Jeanette lay off the Brussels sprouts. Oh dear, it's so funny. Okay, we're going to do some stretches. We've sat and gabbed enough. I'm going to scoot them back a bit. Well, you still can't see my legs. I'm going to have to. Well, no, you still can't see my legs. Oh, I need one that will come down, angle down. I need something that can stick up and angle down. That's what I need. Okay, can you all still hear me without me having to shout? I think I'll move in a little bit more because I can't read the chat from there. I'm going to have cheetah glasses on. Yep, we're doing the splits today. I'm using my phone, Sam. I'm not using the camera on the laptop. I'm using my phone. And if I have a thing that my phone is sat in, it's a picture holder. And if I tip the laptop screen any further forward, then the phone will fall out. And I won't be able to read the chat. I'll be looking at the chat like this. So, okay, enough procrastination. Let me put the brakes on. Okay. I'm going to get numb bum now. Yes, that's a good idea, Sam. Velcro. And I do have some industrial Velcro. Now you've got me thinking. Now you've got me thinking. It's too early to think too much. Okay. Alright. So we're going to start with the arms out, shoulder height. And you're going to stretch your legs and point your toes. And if you stood standing, yep, Sam will fix it. That is so true. If you... Alright, Milady. You have a wonderful day, honey. Say hi to your son for me. Let him know that we're, I asked about him. And let me know how you go. Drop me a message, sweetie. Okay, arms out, shoulder height. Stretch your legs, point your toes. Tighten your muscles from your gluteus maximus down to your tippy toes. And stretch your arms out. Point your fingers to try and touch the walls on each side. If you're stood, obviously you cannot go tippy-toed. So tense your muscles right from your gluteus maximus all the way down to your toes. If you're laying in bed and you've got a headboard above you, you can Sorry, I need to wiggle that one out. This will be okay, actually, if you've got a headboard above you. Oof. Okay, stretch. Stand as tall as you can, sit as tall as you can. If you're laying down, pull your abdomen in and try and raise yourself without pulling your shoulders up. Keep your shoulders down. Keep your shoulders down. I'm trying. And relax. And again, if anybody out there is watching this is not a pain is gain type of deal. We're just doing this to try and regain range of motion. Stop ourselves from stiffening up, because that's what happens when you get to a certain age, or if you have ailments that prevent you from moving around as swiftly and fluidly as you used to be able to. Okay, and again, shoulder height. Stretch your legs out, point your tippy toes, tighten those muscles. Sit as tall, stand as tall as you can, pull your tummy in. You got to imagine that there's a piece of string from your tummy button through your back, and it's pulling your tummy in. And hold, and then relax. No bouncing, don't bounce like they used to, because they found that can actually cause injuries, and we don't want to injure anybody. If you can't hold your arms out up shoulder height, bring them out as high as you can. Okay, this next one, you're going to bring your arms out, your palms up, and you're going to bring your arms as close as you can each side of your head. Your feet, you're going to have if you sat or if you laid down, you're going to have your heels down, and then you're going to bring your feet back towards your body. And you can even still do that while you're standing, because I tried it myself and it works. Just to make sure you've got something behind you to give you support. Or you can do it one leg at a time while you're stood. Put one foot forward, heel on the floor, and your foot back, and then do the other one. And at the same time, you're going to raise your arms to either side of your head. So, here we go. Raise your arms up, palms in, as close as you can to your either side of your ears. Reach for the ceiling. Tighten your legs, all from your gluteus maximus. Give it a good squeeze and give it a surprise and wake it up. And then bring your toes back towards your body. And hold. Stretch as high as you can, as tall as you can. Stretch, 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 stretch. And then relax. And we're going to do another one of those. If you need to, give it a shake out. Next week, we're going to be doing some slightly different ones. Oh, getting a numb bum again. Oh. Okay. We're going to do one more of this, and then we're going to move on to the next one. Yeah, we're going to do boxing next week, Sam. Okay, raise your arms up. Do it slowly, don't do it fast. Raise your arms up as close as you can to each side of your ears. Tighten your leg muscles. Bring your feet towards your body. Reach for the sky. Stretch, 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 stretch. Give that gluteus maximus a good squeeze. Wake it up. Give it a surprise. And then relax. And give it a shake. Give it a shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Help relax out those shoulders. And the next one we're going to do, put your arms out in front with your hands, palms facing down, and then you're going to do a slow sweep up this way. It's a slightly different range of motion from this one. And these are ranges of motion that we use throughout the day, or should use throughout the day. We have a tendency when we reach up, it's like, oh, that's a bit stiff, so let me hike up on something. rather than trying to give that little bit of an extra reach. So this is what we're doing. We're trying to keep that range of motion or regain that range of motion. Okay, this one you're going to put your feet out penguin style like this. And that is easy to do while you're standing. If you're in bed laying flat doing these exercises, you can actually put your arms this way or this way. And then that way you're not hitting the headboard behind you. Okay, arms in front of you. And raise, 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 raise. Let's reach for the sky. And then tighten your legs from your gluteus maximus down to your tippy toes and turn your feet out penguin style. And you're going to stretch and reach for the sky. Yep. Scotty is claiming that he's going for a loo break and a coffee. And stretch, 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 reach for the sky. Tighten those muscles and then relax. And remember, this is not a no pain, no gain. You do it to the best of your ability. And this is not one of those serious, how can I put it, torture type exercise routines. We're not in for that. Although my bottom's getting tortured on this thing. Oh, maybe I should lower the seat. That's right. That's it. Exactly, Sam. Sam says, do it till you feel it, not till it hurts. Exactly, Sam. Exactly. Okay, this is your last one. We're going to reach arms out, shoulder height if you can. Raise your arms slowly with your palms out, facing forward. So you're either side of your ears. Tighten your legs. Squeeze that gluteus maximus and turn your feet out penguin style. And be as tall as you can. Reach for that sky. Yep, I remember you worked in the gym. And reach, 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 reach. Sam is a gym instructor. And relax. She's a personal trainer. And relax. I give it a shake, 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 and a shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. And now you can all go to the bathroom, grab yourself another cuppa if you need, and we will sit and have a gab. And seeing as how there's new people out there lurking, and new people watching, and people are probably skipping through the video, which is fine. I'm going to point this out yet again because I feel this is very important. I used to love this, love this heating pad because it's the old style heating pad that doesn't have the regulator in here. It goes low, medium, high, and that's about it. It didn't turn off after a certain length of time. And I woke up cold the other morning. I've been using this to help keep me warm and keep my shoulders warm. I'd put it underneath the cover, and then I would pull the comforter over my shoulders, and that way it would keep the heat in. Well, I woke up cold the other morning, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I investigated a little bit, and only to find out I'm very lucky I wasn't severely burnt, especially the fact that I use oxygen. See that? It shorted out, and it actually was smouldering. You can see here it's burnt to it, it's stuck. And the fact that I'm using oxygen, had that been near my face, had I had, say, a toothache or something like that, and I was using this on my face, and that happened, I would have been up in flames. I am so very, very lucky. Well, this happened, Sam. I'd fallen asleep. I was sleeping with this on, and it happened while I was asleep. So this is why, if you have an old style, and I think what happened is my cat obviously has sharp claws, has his claws. I mean, we don't declaw our cats. And he likes to do this, and at the bed, he makes his bed, or it's like the action of making his bed. And I think his claw went through and shorted it out. Nicked a wire, and then it shorted out. The new ones now have a regulator on it that they actually switch off after a certain length of time. So if you have an old one, please don't use it if you're going to be falling asleep. And Sam says you have to feel each loop, and you would know if something was wearing away. I don't have much feeling in my hands, my fingers. Yeah. So yeah, I guess if they're creased, if they're creased over, don't use them. If they're bent over, don't use them. I can feel there's a lump there. I can feel the lump. Yeah. I don't know if he would know what to look for, Sam. I shall look into it, though. I'll look into it. Sam says you got to feel each loop, and then you'll feel if there's something wrong. So when I saw that, I thought I must bring this up so that people know, be very careful. This is the reason why these old... Well, this is the reason why they have regulators on the new heating pads that switch off after a certain length of time. So please, 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 please be careful. Yeah, it says right here on it, do not use pins. Well, a cat's claws are just like pins, aren't they? They're like little needles. Sam says if it feels different in parts, then something is wrong. Even a man can work that out. Well, I'm not saying anything. I'm being facetious. I must say, he's not very handy, but he's been doing well lately, of problem solving and fixing things that like the trap underneath the sink. There was something in the car that went wrong, and I'm like, yes. Do I have any pickles left? Yes, I still have some pickles left. They're getting eaten, but slowly. Oh, I have to show you something. Now, of course, I did a video on this, but I can't do anything with the video because I can't edit the video right now. But let me show you. Okay, this is elderberry juice. And look, it's bubbling. I think I've made kombucha. Or something like that. But yep, this is elderberry juice. And it's actually bubbling. Yeah, fermenting. Yeah, fermenting, I guess, is the word. But yeah, it's bubbling. It's like, oh. I mean, there's one that I made. This is just plain elderberry juice with some honey in it. Um, there's one that I've been, yeah, I'm so proud of myself. There's one that I've been using, and I started using it right away, and I have spices in it and herbs in it that are good for helping. Has Fred been in? He hasn't. He hasn't let us be known that he's in, but he could be out there listening. So I'm gonna have to drop him a line. He has put up a webpage. He has a Facebook page. He sent me a message. He's been very, very busy. Shadow! Good morning, honey. Good afternoon, sweetie. Your mama was just in here. She's getting ready to go for a breathing test. Yeah, he put up a video the other day. I have to go watch that. And he also put up he started a new webpage for, motorbike fans. What type of bike is it that he has? Oh, I can't remember. Yes, Scotty, this is my moonshine. It's elderberry shine. But I was surprised. The one that I'm using, the one that I'm actually using, I'm not getting that very loud burp anymore that would, make a sailor proud. Yes, Sam. Shadow is Milady's son. Scotty says, send some my way. I need some bootleg liquor. Spell ILICKER. Yes, I have that stored in my closet. My closet's nice and chilly right now. Yeah, it needs more sugar. That's true, Sam. For it to be liquor, it needs to be needs more sugar, and it's got honey in it rather than sugar. And I use what's. That's okay, Sam. That's okay. It just seemed funny. I mean, I got this imagination. I have this imagination. So when I saw when I saw that, it's not. I'm not pulling about the way that you spelt it. It's the imagination it's what the picture that popped in my head. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, Scotty. I'm sorry, honey. Because heck, anybody knows that mine is not the best. Oh, Shadow's restoring an old photo frame. That's wonderful. Too many people throw those out and just go buy a new one. Yeah, Scotty's getting used to my sense of humour. It's kind of a bit off. It's a bit left field. It's out there somewhere. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Shadow says he fixes the picture frames rather than throw them out. That's the best thing to do. Yeah, I am, Sam. I was just thinking, I can't read that out. I can't read that out. Oh, my cup's cold. Yeah, so the one that I'm actually using, I put, oh, what did I put in it? I think I put anise. Actually, you know what? I have my recipe book up here. I need to. Oh! Now, where did I put it? I moved the darn box, didn't I? A couple of days ago, I couldn't find my old recipe book with my old recipes that I've written in them. And no, I'm not censoring you, Sam, but somebody, is censoring all of us. So, but anyway, I lost my recipe book, my old recipe book that I had written all my recipes in. And it was driving me crazy. I was walking around looking for it, and I finally found it. I put it in a box when I was clearing some stuff up. Okay, I got to move this forward a little bit. Because I need to shuffle back, because I'm getting a numb bum again. Okay. So, I got ground nutmeg, anise, and ginger. Fennel and turmeric and cloves. And another one that I'm making, I've put fennel, turmeric and cloves in, anise and fresh ginger. So we shall see what that one tastes like. Oh, you can type it. You can type it, Scotty, because it disappears. it disappears. You should write a book, Sam. You really should write a book. I think it would be a good one, especially, you could interject your sense of humour with it too. I think it would be great. I'm trying to figure out which is the best way for me to read this. Okay. Yes, you can type it if you want, because this chat does not stay. This chat disappears. So you can type, what you're thinking. That's okay. Just don't retype it in the comment section when the video goes up. Okay, Sam says that Amy has a few books that she would like her to write. Homesteading and gardening and cooking and prepping stuff too. Oh, that would be really neat. And I would definitely interject your sense of humour into that, Sam. Because too many of them are too serious. And I think a little bit of sense of humour reaches more people. But yeah, this elderberry syrup that I've been doing with the herbs and spices in it to help with digestion really has been helpful. It's really done me good. And the longer it's, let me say this, the longer it's been in the bottle and it's had chance to ferment, the better it's tasting. And it really is quite pleasant, I must say. I could literally just pour a glass full of it and drink it, but that's not how you're supposed to use it. So maybe I might make some cordial out of that one. Okay, Sam says she'll think about writing the books and using her sense of humour with it too. I started writing a book about nannying. I was going to call it Just What Do You Think? Just what did you think? Because, oh, let me tell you, they make it sound so glamorous. They make it sound so nice that you have set hours. It's not true. And of course, being from the UK, when they said they would have a limo to pick me up, of course I'm imagining one of those things the limos that you see in the movies, but oh no, what came to pick me up was a dilapidated little old bus, and they called that a limo. I was like, are you kidding me? I've been travelling for near 48 hours. Yeah, I started a blog, Sam. I started a blog writing about my life experience too. And it, it does, it brings up feelings, it brings up things that you really have to to deal with. Um, and not only that, I started thinking about, well, I have family that's going to be reading this. How are they going to feel? I mean, me and my family are estranged enough as it is. I didn't want to put any more distance between us. So, because everyone has different ways, different memories of how things were. So, I mean, my mom says mine's more accurate than anybody else. So, yep. It's not easy, Sam. It's not easy trying to get a family to face the way that they've treated you and the way that things that happened that they don't want to either believe in or face or deal with. It's something that we can't really push it down their throats, so to speak. um, you can voice it, you can put it out there, and it's up to them the way they deal with it. We all deal with things differently. We really do. We all deal with things differently. And the one thing that I can say is we really should never diminish the way a person is feeling. It's wrong. And we should not diminish what a person has been through neither, whether we want to face it or not, whether we want to deal with it or not. And yeah, they call it a lifestyle. Yeah, it's not a lifestyle. Good morning, hearts. It's so good to see you. Good morning. We've done our exercises. We've done our stretching. You can either reverse the video or speed through it. Depending on which direction you're going. So, but yes, good morning. It's so good to see you. I've got itchy legs this morning. Why have you got fleas, cat? Is that why I've got itchy legs this morning? I have to give my cat a flea bath. I was going to say I'm going to give my pussy a bath. Pussycat, that is. He's sitting right there. You can see him just on the edge of the bed there. Little monkey. Scotty says he's lucky that his parents accepted his partner choice. Yes. Unfortunately, not everybody can do that. Oh, hearts. That's wonderful. You got the goats fed this morning. That's okay. That's exercise in of itself. I mean, you can actually do a bit of stretching before you reach down and pick those feed buckets up. You can stretch as high as you can and stretch out to the side and then bend down and pick your buckets and then pick your buckets up. Loosen up those muscles. Wake them up. It's time to move. And Sam says most of the time she is fine with how they are, but now and then she gets really angry sometimes. Well, that's that's something. Thanks, Scotty. That's a way of that's the way that it is, Sam. Um, when you have a dysfunctional family, that's unfortunately the way it goes. As Sam's saying, Scotty, there are alcoholics and druggies in her family, but she's the black. They class her as the black sheep, and it's really difficult. When you don't follow the way of the family, and you're a bit different. I always felt like I was looked upon as the black sheep, and I don't know why, because I really wasn't that bad. I wasn't bad. You're not bad, Sam. You're not bad. Yeah. Sam's saying it's okay, Scotty. I actually walked away for 5 years, but her mum's last wish was to see her, so she went back. And I'm glad you did, Sam. I know it was difficult, and I know it continues to be difficult, even though she's passed, but I'm glad you did go back. And Scotty's saying that he must admit that his dad is homophobic and racist. But he has a gay son, and his daughter is married to an Indian. Well, sometimes fate has a way of, it has a way of saying, up yours. Good morning, Denise. It's so good to see you, honey. How's our puppy? How's our pup doing? Did you have her to see her doctor yet, the vet? I know you're going to take her. And Sam says when her cousin goes off the rails, they have to go and get Sam, because Sam is the only one her cousin will listen to. That's a lot to put on your shoulders. But it's good that you can do it. And Sam told them, she told her family that if they treat her how they used to, she would walk away again, and so far so good. Well, I'm happy to hear that, Sam. I'm happy to hear that, things are better for you. And hopefully it stays that way, I think I'm going to start writing myself. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's get to that time again. I've been doing a lot of talking. And Sam says she looks at her cousin as a little brother, and he has similar problems, mental health problems, as she has. So she understands him better than anybody else. That's wonderful. It's good that you can help, Sam. It really is. It's good that you can help, because when I growing up with the problems I had, there was nobody around to help. And those that did turn up, just tried to take advantage. So it wasn't a help, it was more of a hindrance. It was more harm than good, let's put it that way. So Denise, how is our puppy? Did you get to the vet yet? I know you were going to take the puppy to the vet. Yeah, that's true, Sam. Sam says, she says, I'm 10 years older than him and have been sick for a lot longer, so she can understand him. That's true. When you've been through it, when you're older and you've been through it longer, you have more understanding. Scotty's asking Denise how her piggy is. Denise has a piggy, a mini piggy, and that mini piggy is a naughty piggy. And we haven't had a response from Denise, so I'm thinking, oh, here she goes. She says the dog is fine, the pig is fine, but she is going nuts. Oh no, the wallpaper's gone in her kitchen. Oh, Denise. Oh, Denise. Is that due to the piggy? That's often true, Sam. Sam is saying that neither of them would have the issues that they have had they had a different upbringing. And that is so true. That is so true. It's usually, well, often our upbringing that can cause us problems, and it's how we react to those problems. And unfortunately, for the majority of us, we don't realise that until we get older. Scully said, oh dear, I think I would have him on a roll if he wrecked my house, and he's talking about the piggy. Morning, JD. It is so good to see you, honey. Good morning. Oh, some saying there's 4 kids, got 4 grandchildren in their family that have major health problems, mental health problems. I'm sorry to hear that, Sam. Hopefully all of you will be able to break the cycle. I mean, you're doing well. So how are you this morning, JD? Everybody's saying they're going to be having a pig roast. If they had a pig that destroyed the house like that. Spit roast. Oh, JD, it's good to hear you're doing well. I'm doing good this morning. We've already done our exercise. We only did 1 set of exercises this morning. Oh, it's 8:26. Oh my goodness. Sam says, has anybody got any applesauce? Oh, poor Denise. Yep, Denise is normally more chatty than this. So something is definitely going on in her on her end, which makes me sad. Oh no, don't be sorry, Denise. Don't be sorry, honey. I know you've got things that Ty! Good morning, sweetie. It's so good to see you. Yes, that's true, JD. Time does fly when you're having fun. That is so very true. That is so very true. So, Ty, when I need to check your site again, because I noticed that you seem to have a regular schedule of different types of live streams. Is that correct? Ty has live streams, and she talks about a lot of current things that are going on, especially in the entertainment and music world. very interesting to listen to. Oh, Denise, I'm sorry, honey. It's probably the best thing to do. Especially being a male piggy, he probably needs a little herd of female piggies. I'm so sorry, Denise. You can't. It's nice to have as a pet, but once the pet is destroying your home, and to the extent that even a mini pig can, and starts literally eating you out of house and home, it's you have to think of some alternatives. And he's probably going to be happier if he has a little, haven of people. Okay, Denise says she only streams on Sundays at 3 p.m. Okay. Oh, Ty, her piggy, it's a mini pig, and they're very, very strong, but, oh, he's been eating her house. He's been destroying the house. It's furniture, and he can get quite mean with her. And for all he's a mini pig, he's still very powerful. He's still pretty strong. JD, oh, tell Ali I said hi too. And good morning, she's busy, can't come in. That's okay, that's fine. That's fine. Tell Ali good morning and lots of hugs and kisses and lots of love. Yeah, it is. Ty says, oh no, that's sad when you have to give up a pet. It really is sad. And he's also, Denise is saying that he destroys everything. He's also wetting in the whole house. He's also peeing in the whole house. She says he needs to be outside. He's really not a house pig. Yeah. It is very strange. Yeah, Sam's saying that's weird because they are born kind of what you call house trained. They don't like to mess where they lay. They don't like to mess where they live. They usually have a particular place to go. And that is so sad. And she said he never gets outside because he's always running away. Oh, that is so sad, Denise. I'm sorry, honey. You've been having such a tough time with this little piggy. And it really is sad when you have to say, when you get to the point where you have to say enough is enough. But maybe he will be better off, with on a farm somewhere with or with somebody that has other mini pigs. Oh. Denise says that her mother has plenty of space, but she doesn't want the pig there on her property. Scotty, I don't think he would be good in a petting zoo. He's a bit mean. He's not one of the good-natured ones. Most of them are good-natured, but there are there are those that aren't. And he appears not to be one. Yeah. And Ty is saying that she hopes that Denise can find a place for the piggy where he can just run free, but without being able to run off and get lost. He's about 6 months. Wow. And he's behaving like that already. Oh my gosh. She's been working with him, Sam. He's just... He's just one of those that's got a wild hair. Denise is like us. She's an animal person. She has lots. So she's had a lot of animals. Wow. Yes. Yes, Sam. You should be able to see her in my friends list. Sam. So Shadow is restoring an old photo frame. And he says he's just removed 20 years of dust. Oh my gosh. That's a lot. Hi. Good morning. How are you? It's so good to see you. It's been a while since you've been back. I hope you've been doing your stretching. We've already done ours this morning. Yep. And Denise is saying he wouldn't train. He does what he wants. He knows when he is doing something wrong. And he won't do anything that's not interesting to him. Yeah, he's one of those little piggies that really has a hair up his backside. It's like with every animal and every species. There's always those that are the wild child, the wayward ones. Oh, that's wonderful, Sam. Sam is offering that she might know someone that can help Denise with her piggy. Because the person, she has lots of experience. Oh, that's wonderful, Sam. Yeah, loose cannon. Loose cannon, Scotty. A loose cannon. Oh, Pie. Hobo Kitty is getting weaker. I am so sorry, honey. Oh, well, we are sending lots of love to... She said her Craig has a bad knee. So we're going to send lots of love and loving energy and healing energy to Craig. And we are sending everything that we can to Hobo Kitty. Because Hobo Kitty is needing everything that he can get right now. Okay, I shall do that. I shall do that, Sam. Well, I'll try and remember. Sam, send me a message and remind me, please. With Milady's link, if you have it. I'm sorry, it's just that I will forget. Oh, that's wonderful, Ty. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping in, honey. And she says that she hopes the piggy finds a good home. Yes, work is often calling at this time of the day. That's okay, Ty. You have a good time, honey. I'm going to be looking back over your site again, and I'll be joining you on Sunday, that's for sure. You take care, honey. Oh, thank you so much, Ty. You're so sweet. You're kind. Thank you, honey. Helga, good morning, sweetie. How are you? It's so good to see you. Yeah. for Sam. Reminder. Thank you. And I am starting to get that very bad connection signal. Aye. It's either Facebook saying that we have been on too long, or it's people in the neighborhood waking up and using the internet connection. I am so glad that Denise and Sam are in at the same time. So now that we can hopefully help with this kitty problem. Well, you know, oh, thank you, Pi. Pi says she's praying that the piggy gets a good home. Well, the piggy is only 6 months, so maybe there's still a little hope left. We're going to try and get Denise and a lady called Milady connected together, and hopefully that, she'll be able to help Denise. Milady will be able to help Denise. And she won't need to rehome. Sam, I've been noticing several people are having the same problem after they've been on over an hour. So I don't know. But yes, we do have a problem with our internet. Oh my goodness, come on. Okay, I can see I'm frozen back there. I can see my picture's not moving. And Sam says that she doesn't have the problem when she's on that long. Yes, I know. Oh, come on. My video's cut out. Yep, Annie is around. Annie's got up. I don't know what to do now. I tried using a mix. Is my video still frozen? Because it is on my laptop. I can't tell what's happening. Oh, this is just too much. Okay, Shadow says if I drop my video resolution down, the lag should be less. Okay, thank you, Shadow. I shall look into that. Oh, yes, Helga, living out in the boonies is not conducive to doing live streams. Yeah, if you don't have really good internet. No, I'm not using Hangouts, Sam. I just go straight through to YouTube. I don't use the Hangout thing. Maybe I should refresh on there. Oh, thank you, Pi. Pi's in Berkeley. Wow. Okay, I'm going to refresh that picture back there, that video back there on that page. Good morning, Nanny. Are you going to come up and say good morning? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to run over you. You going to come? Come. You have to come up front. That's it. Come on. Up. Yes! That's my little girl. She's going to come say good morning. Good morning, honey. Good morning. Oh, you've not sat up here before, have you? This is your first time sitting up here, really? Because normally Mummy's not sitting on here. Yeah, the missile out of nowhere. Oh, the boonies. What is the boonies? The boonies is in the middle of nowhere. That is so true. Gaz, good morning. It is so good to see you this morning. I am doing really well, thank you. It's so good to see you. How's the push-ups doing? Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you all. Ah! How are your push-ups doing? I have to go and check your videos. I was going to do that yesterday, but I'm still having problems with my laptop, so... and it's getting to the point where I'm crying, screaming. The push-ups are doing well. You've done 120 so far. That is wonderful. He's got 780 to go. Gaz is doing, his son challenged him to 30 push-ups for 30 days. So that's 30 push-ups a day for 30 days. Go check out his videos. And it's so cute because his kids are the ones that do the filming. His kids do the filming. Everyone says kisses and hugs, Annie. Yeah, they do. They all say, "Aw." She says, "Can you rub my tummy, Mommy? Can you rub my tummy, Mommy? You're a good girl." Thank you. You're a good girl. Are you going to pull a face? No, she's not doing it now because she knows she's on camera. It's so funny when she's on camera, she behaves herself. But usually when I go like that, she curls her lips up. It's really funny. I'm going to see if I can try and catch her one day doing it. She's a funny girl. Mwah. You are such a good girl. Yes, you are. Want your tummy rubbing? Yeah. She is lovely. She's a good girl. We're very lucky with her. Well, all our Toy Fox Terriers, we've had 2 so far. All of our Toy Fox Terriers, I'm saying, like I've had loads of them. Yeah, all right. I know, you need to go. You want to get down? Or you want to just turn around? She says, I'm not too sure about being up here because your legs aren't straight and I'm a bit, okay, Pi says that Craig is going to get acupuncture for his knee and physical therapy too. Oh, that's wonderful. Let me know how the acupuncture works, Pi. Let me know how that goes. Yes, Gaz is saying that it's a tough challenge because his job is very physical too. But he never turns down a challenge, so challenge was accepted. And Gaz is over in the UK too. Am I not helping the fact that you need to go pee by rocking you? I'm sorry. Oh, look who's here. Look who's here. Go on. Go get ready.
Come on.
Good girl. Aha. She'll probably come running back because she has this thing where she thinks he's not capable. Well, she behaves like he's not capable of getting her ready. She comes running back for me to do it. It's so funny. Okay. Okay, so Sam is saying that she had acupuncture on her neck, and the first time it worked, but the other 3 times not so much. I guess it's making sure that they get it in the right place, Sam. Gaz is saying that the bottom line is anybody can achieve anything if they have a strong will and grit and determination. That is so true. That is so true, Sam. Gaz, that is so true. You really have to be determined. And I find stubbornness also helps. So, and Ty is saying that her sister is looking after a companion dog. Oh, is looking for a companion dog for a Chihuahua mix. Well, what is the Chihuahua mixed with? Do you know, Pie? Yeah, walkie time. Gaz, the new Mr. Motivator. That's a good hashtag, Gaz. And Gaz did a hashtag the other way, June's team. It's like, yes, thank you. Okay, so the Chihuahua is mixed with possibly Dachshund. How interesting. What an interesting look. So, you probably would be better off with a mellow companion rather than a hyper companion, because Chihuahuas can be a bit hyper anyway, but the fact that he's got some Dachshund in him, that maybe a mellow dog, another breed with a mellow nature would work. And Sam is saying that maybe one day her and her girlfriend will go to visit Scotland. Oh, that'll be neat. You'll be able to go and stay with Scotty. Okay, so Pie is saying that the mixed Chihuahua looks like a hot dog with fox ears. Oh, that is too funny. Oh my goodness, that is so funny. Oh yeah, I can just see that right now. That is so funny. That is so cute, actually. That is just real cute. Anyway, guys, I'm going to say, it's getting to that time. I'm getting sleepy. I've been gabbing a lot. I guess I should. But I'm starting to get sleepy again. Oh, yesterday I fell asleep and I didn't wake up till about 3:30 in the afternoon. Oh, I don't like it when that happens. So, anyway. And I'm going to mention again, only because there's new people in the room, and I know that other people, I've repeated this twice already, but I'm going to repeat it again, because I just feel that it's something that needs to be said. Oh, Sam, you finally got some sleep yesterday. That's good. You had a real good run there for a while, being able to sleep. These old types of heating pads don't have a regulator in here. They just go to low, medium, and high. They don't turn off after a certain length of time. The new ones do. They don't stay on continuously. I was using this to keep my shoulders warm during the night, so I was actually sleeping with it on. And I am very, very lucky, especially considering the fact that I'm using oxygen. Had I had a toothache or something and put this on the side of my head, And this happened because I woke up cold the other morning and couldn't figure out why. And you see that? It didn't just arc. It actually smouldered for a little bit. This is actually burnt, stuck to it. And the fact that I'm using oxygen, had that been by my face, it would have been a very nasty disaster. And I'm very lucky that it actually went out and didn't continue to burn. Otherwise, I could have gone up in flames. So please, if you have the old style heating pads, be very, very careful with them. Don't use them if you're going to fall asleep with them. And as Sam's pointed out to me, check with your fingers along each loop. And if you feel anything is off, don't use it. It actually says on there, don't make any sharp bends. You know, don't make, I mean, I've rolled that. But, you know, if you bend it down tight, don't do that. Don't make any sharp bends because that will actually break the wires too. And I think what happened is my cat likes to make his own bed, per se. And he's got very sharp claws. And I think he might have broke a wire and shorted it out. So we're both very, very lucky that we weren't set on fire. And that, you know, things could have been a lot worse. So please be careful with these heating pads. And Pi is saying an electric blanket did this years ago. Yeah, it's very, very scary, Pi. It really is. It really is very scary. And Pi is saying that acupuncture works if you stick with it. Okay. Now, for the amount of needles I've had stuck in me, you'd think I'd be used to it, but I don't like needles. And I'm very, especially in the areas that I have nerve damage, the odd thing is pinpricks are even more painful. It's weird. And I've often said to the doctor, it's my you know, there are certain areas, especially my hands, get painfully numb, which to me sounds wrong. If your hand's numb, then it shouldn't be painful, but it is. I don't know how to explain it. Yes, Pi is saying check the wiring in these heating pads and blankets, especially when they're old. That is so true. It's something I just didn't didn't occur to me. I mean, we've used it. I've been using it for years, and so it just. I got, what's the word, complacent with it? Mountain Mama, good morning. It's so good to see you. I'm sorry you missed it too, honey. But are you doing the stretching by yourself? Are you having a go by yourself? Or do you need extra motivation? If you need extra motivation, we can do a set right now for you if you need help. And you can work with us. But if now is not a good time for you, then that's okay. That's just fine. That's fine, honey. And Pi is saying that you can't feel the tiny needles that go with acupuncture. All right, that's okay. That's okay. How are you doing today? How are you doing today, Mama? We've talked about all kinds of stuff this morning. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I was just giving a warning about these heating pads, especially the old ones that don't have the regulator on them, that turn off after a while. These old ones don't turn off after a while, and you know, as people have been pointing out in the room, you have to check the wiring quite often. All right, Scotty, you have a good dinner, honey. Thank you for stopping in. It's been good to see you. We're really missing old Mucker and Hall Reader. Both our clown classes are not here. Early clown classes. I had a heating pad do this on me, Mountain Mama. And I'm really lucky the fact that I'm using oxygen. I mean, it could have been drastic. There's old Mucker. And I mean, it really was smouldering. I'm lucky that, you know, it went out. It put itself out. It could have been very dire. Yeah, see, I thought so. Old Mucker says, I'm here in the corner listening. Oh yeah, Mountain Mama, I'm okay. I mean, I'm okay. You know, I fell asleep. I've been using it. I've been sleeping with it to help keep my shoulders warm. Okay. Pio says that flax and chia seeds are great. Put them in yogurt. Okay, I'll try that, honey. And I woke up and couldn't figure out why, and then looking at that, I realized that how lucky I was. So yeah, Mountain Mama says she doesn't like electric blankets either or heating pads. I much prefer hot water bottles. I need to get one. Because, you know, if you put them, when you place them where you want them, they actually stay there. Whereas with the heating pads and heating blankets, they actually move around. So, but I do prefer hot water bottles. Well, that's true. I could make my own. I could make my own hot water bottle. That is so true. That is so true. I could warm up my own bed too if I ate enough greens and get a bit windy. Sam says she puts flaxseed in porridge, which over here you call oatmeal. Oh, Mucker sleeps with no blankets, just a pillow on the sofa. But you have a big dog, don't you, that keeps you warm? Oh, Mucker. Yeah, that's true, Pie. It does, you know, heating blankets do help with arthritis. That is so true. And it really does feel good. It's like, ah. Yeah, I thought so. Old Mucker has a big mastiff. So the big mastiff will help keep him warm. But the mastiff has his own... the mastiff has his own sofa. Oh my gosh, yes, they are big dogs, Pie. They're huge dogs. This is the humour of these people. I just love it. Sam says, Fred, I hope you didn't call your wife a bull mastiff to her face. Oh, that is so funny. Oh, Mountain Mama, that is such a good idea. She says, put the Icy Hot into, there's a product called, something called Icy Hot. And it's cold at first I mean, if you put it on your skin, it is cold. To me, it's painfully cold. But then it heats up, and Mountain Mama has a trick. She puts the icy hot into a plastic bag and seals up the plastic bag, and there you have. It warms up, so you're not putting it on your skin, so it doesn't go icy cold on your skin first. That is a good idea, Mountain Mama. I'm going to try that. We have some icy hot in. I once tried it on my shoulder, and I was like, I couldn't handle it. I had to take it off. And then she said if you add a rag in it, it helps to oh, cool. Cool, I'm going to try that, Mountain Mama. So, Old Mucker's Mastiff is a South African breed, and he's 4 years old. Wow. I'm going to try that, Mountain Mama. Thank you. Yes, Sam, I've used Tiger Balm too. Sometimes it can be a little bit too hot, especially if you rub it in too much. I will. I'll try that. Like put a piece of shit, something like a piece of sheet inside, and it'll. Okay, I will try that. I will let you know how it works out, Mountain Mama, because we have some icy hot in. I don't think my husband used it, because he gets lower back pain sometimes. And I mean, I know he used one sheet of the icy hot. I think we still have some left. I'll check. If not, we'll get some and we'll try it. Mountain Mama said she had to take care of her parents and had to find things that would help them. That is so good. Homesteader Down Under. It is so good to see you. Good morning. And welcome. Oh, Denise. Tell your ex-husband, husby. Tell your ex-hubby, thank you from us for looking after you, for helping to look after you. Yeah, you know what, Old Mark, if you get a lot of earaches, then doing, what Mountain Mama suggested would help too. Sam says, Denise, I'm not touching that comment. Yep. We could take that comment many different ways. We could turn it around. Good morning, fireman. It is good to see you this morning. There's lots of good people coming in. I was just about to exit, but I'll stay on a little bit longer. It's so good to see that everybody's sense of humor blends together. It's really good. I loved seeing that. Oh, thank you, fireman. Thank you. And Denise is saying, Denise, you're very lucky. It's good to see that, when a relationship dissolves in that manner, that you can still remain, best of friends and good to each other. That is wonderful. That's so good to see. Oh, Mountain Mama, yes, I've done that myself many a time. I've woken up and then fallen back asleep and woken up very, later than I wanted to. We can face chat. We can face chat. House Homesteader Down Under. We can do that. I'm going. It'll stop. Okay. I've got one of them's actually on the pillow over there, and the other one, I don't know where he is. He's probably in the kitchen waiting for breakfast, because hubby's just taken Annie out. So, taking Annie out. So, breakfast time is about to happen in this home. All right, yeah. I hear you, Mountain Mama. It's his time. I've got two cat. Well, actually, we have 3 indoor cats. I have 1 dog, and I have Sam. Sandra, hello. It's good morning to see you. What did I just say? Good morning, honey. It is good to see you. Hello. Okay, so I can call you Michelle and not down it, because that's a mouthful. Thank you. I'm so good that everybody's sense of humor works well together in this room. I mean, you're all just beautiful. I know I say this every day, but you are. You're just so beautiful souls. It's absolutely wonderful. They're all bright, shining bright. It's lovely. It makes my heart nice and warm and cozy. It's 1 a.m. Oh, of course, yes, in Australia. You're several hours ahead of us. Many hours ahead of us. In fact, it's the next day in Australia, if I remember rightly. Yes, Sandra. Sandra's sense of humor sometimes gets her into trouble. Gets me into trouble too. Gets me into trouble too. That's one of the amazing thing about the internet is that we can meet people from all over the world. I don't know if you've been in when Tiger's been in earlier. Tiger's usually here pretty early. And he's over in Malaya, or as people now say these days, Malaysia. It's 4:11 p.m. It is 9:11 in the morning here right now in Kansas. Actually, they don't say it like that. That's how somebody on the other side of the states would say this. Oh God, I'm sorry, I'm yawning. It was not a complete yawn. One of these days when I have a complete yawn, you're all going to be there and we're going to celebrate. I don't know how we'll celebrate, but we will celebrate. I'll probably jump up and down like, yes, I did it. Yes, fireman, I know it's contagious. I'm sorry. I'm going to be having people all over the world yawning. Oh, you're on the same timeline as me, Mountain Mama? Oh, that's wonderful. That's so cool. Okay, Shadow. All right, Shadow. You take care, honey. And thank you for stopping in, sweetie. Bye-bye. Oh my gosh. Michelle, who is Homestead Down Under in Australia, says that they lost power today and she couldn't breathe, so they will use it. She was carrying around a USB fan. Oh, oh, that's scary. Sam says when Amy yawns, you can hear it 4,000 miles away. That's just too funny. And when she yawns, when she snores, the whole earth shakes. I did not say that. I did not say that. All right, Mountain Mama. You take care, honey. Thank you for stopping in. You take care, sweetie. Have a wonderful day. Well, Sam, that's one way of doing it, is to keep Skype on, and that way it's like being in the same place together. I know you'll tell us I said that, Sam. I know it. Well, Annie is back from her walk. Oh, and I'm back to yours again. I'm sorry. Oh. So I'm going to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Have a wonderful night. Have a good sleep. Have a good afternoon. Take care of each other. Visit each other's sites. Keep in touch with each other. Drop each other notes. And remember, one step at a time, one breath at a time. I can do this. I shall talk to you later, and thank you all so much. I love you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.